Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unlocking the ultimate gateway to full body flexibility and better overall health. We're zeroing in on an absolute powerhouse movement, the butterfly stretch. Let me ask you this right off the bat. Do you wake up feeling stiff? Do your hips, legs, or lower back just feel completely locked up after a long day sitting at a desk? We've all experienced that stubborn physical stiffness, but the step-by-step approach we're exploring today is a definitive way to finally release that tension and gain some real mobility. And we aren't just guessing on how to achieve this. Veteran Pilates instructor Desiree Sanchez really hits the nail on the head here. She says to balance flexibility and strength, do exercises that both stretch and strengthen, spend 10 to 30 seconds on each stretch. So it's not about pushing your muscles to the absolute limit, it's really about holding, balancing, and, most importantly, being consistent. All right, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the pre-stretch warm-up, then mastering the butterfly stretch itself. After that, we look beyond the butterfly, explore yoga and Pilates, and finally, fueling your flexibility. Let's kick things off with part 1, pre-stretch warm-up, preparing the body. Listen, the absolute worst thing you can do is jump straight into a deep stretch without preparing. Trying to stretch cold, stiff tissue, it's literally like pulling a frozen rubber band. It's probably going to snap, which carries a huge risk of muscle strain and serious injury. Warm muscles, on the other hand, are a totally different story. They're pliable, ready to be stretched, and actually give you a much better range of motion. So, how do we safely warm up? Well, here are a few quick, super effective ideas. First, you can just walk or jog for 5 to 10 minutes. Light cardio is perfect. Second, incorporate some dynamic stretching. Think lunges, arm circles, toe touches. Just make sure you aren't staying static in any one position. And finally, grab a foam roller to loosen up your joints, especially around your back and glutes. The big takeaway here is that keeping your body moving is the ultimate secret to prepping your joints. Moving right along to part 2, mastering the butterfly stretch, the star of the show. Let's slow down a sec and walk mindfully through these exact steps together so we know exactly how to perform this stretch. Step 1, sit on the floor with your legs extended straight out in front of you. Step 2, bend your knees and bring your feet together so the soles are touching. Step 3, grab your feet with your hands, take a deep breath in, and lower your body towards your feet on a nice long exhale. And step 4, hold that fold for anywhere from 30 seconds up to 2 minutes while continuing to breathe deeply. Okay, quick form check. Pay close attention to posture here. It is absolutely crucial to engage your core, keep your back neutral, and roll those shoulders back. Do not hunch. Seriously, folding forward only works if your spine stays neutral. If you're just curving your upper back to get your nose closer to your toes, you're completely missing the stretch where it actually counts. What's really fascinating about mastering this movement is that it acts as a full body release. You're getting a deep stretch for the glutes and opening up those inner thighs. But because of how everything in the body is connected, it also loosens your neck and relieves lingering back tension. It's essentially a full body reset, perfectly anchored right there in your lower half. Which brings us to part 3, beyond the butterfly, expanding your routine. A fantastic complementary movement to add in is the seated trunk twist. Step 1, return to a seated position with your legs extended and pressed tightly together. Step 2, sit up really tall and roll those shoulders back so your shoulder blades fall right in line. Step 3, exhale and twist from the waist, bringing your hands to the floor on one side. Step 4, hold that for 15 to 30 seconds per side. Just remember, the twist has to come entirely from your waist, not by awkwardly shifting your hips. Next up, we have the swan stretch. For this one, lie on your stomach, press your palms into the floor right beside your shoulders, and on an exhale, extend your arms straight up to open your chest and stretch out your core. Hold that for 15 to 30 seconds. This move is amazing because it perfectly balances out that forward-folding butterfly stretch we just did by opening up the chest and gently arching your back in the exact opposite direction. All right, part 4, yoga and Pilates, mindful movement. The name of the game here is patience. Here are a few great tips for mindful practice. Use yoga blocks or folded towels to modify poses. Hey, if you can't reach the floor, just bring the floor to you. Hold poses for several deep breaths. Try to keep your movement continuously connected with that breath, and take time to actually meditate on your breathing. Inhale slowly through the nose, exhale through the mouth. These little modifications and breathwork techniques really help your body relax, letting you sink so much deeper into the stretches. A beautiful example of this is the cat and cow pose. Step 1, start on all fours with a flat tabletop back. Step 2, inhale, arch your back deeply, and lift your head. That's the cow, though hopefully you won't sound like one. Step 3, exhale, curve your back upward toward the ceiling and tuck your chin. That's the cat. Repeat this for 5 to 10 continuous breath cycles. It's an incredibly beginner-friendly sequence and a fantastic way to loosen up the spine while powerfully connecting your breath to your physical movement. Now, if you're taking all this in and thinking, I just don't have the time for this, well, the data shows that consistency actually beats duration. You only need to practice for 10 to 15 minutes, just 3 to 4 days a week to see significant improvement. You definitely do not need to practice for exhausting hours every single day. A focused 10-minute routine is more than enough to see real results in just a few short weeks. Finally, Part 5, Fueling Your Flexibility, Holistic Habits. Taking a more macro perspective, let's talk about the number 3.7. That's almost an entire gallon. Healthy adult men need to aim for 3.7 liters of water daily, while healthy adult women should aim for 2.7 liters. You simply can't expect your hips to open up perfectly in a butterfly stretch if your body isn't properly fueled. Hydration really is a foundational pillar of mobility. And here's exactly why that matters. Dehydrated muscles are incredibly tight and stiff. If you try to stretch them out, you're risking a very serious injury. Optimal physical performance requires deeply hydrated tendons, ligaments, and muscle fibers. If your body doesn't have the water it needs, your butterfly stretch won't just be difficult, it will actually be dangerous. Beyond just hydration, check out these daily habits. Eat nutritious whole foods to build strong bones and muscle tissue. Treat yourself to a massage occasionally to work out those tough knots that decrease your mobility over time. Try meditating for 5 to 10 minutes a day to drop that muscle tension. And definitely take slow walks, read, or listen to some relaxing music. Why? Because mental stress directly translates into physical stiffness. If you don't take time to unwind your mind, your muscles are going to stay clenched. All of this leads us to the ultimate benefit: improved circulation and making your daily activities so much easier to perform. This right here is your why. Being flexible isn't just about touching your toes for a party trick. It's about picking up a heavy laundry basket, reaching for the newspaper, or happily chasing your kids around and making all of it feel completely effortless and pain-free. So I want to leave you with this provocative challenge. Will you test your butterfly stretch today and track your progress for the next month? Seriously, don't wait until tomorrow. Get down on the floor, see where your flexibility is right now, and start exploring what your body can really do. Thanks so much for diving into this explainer with me, and I absolutely can't wait to see how flexible you become.